Hey guys, what's up? It's Bibzuda7 here again, and welcome back to the 10 mil Slayer XP challenge. In this episode, we're going to be doing another 5 Slayer tasks on our road to 10 mil XP, and I'll show you guys the progress I've made on the loot tab, and hopefully we can get some cool tasks and some nice drops in this video. If you remember from the end of the last episode, we were starting off with some water fiends for this, so that kind of stinks because they're not very good for money or anything, but I did give myself the handicap of not being allowed to skip tasks in this series, and this is one of the times that I'm regretting that. But yeah, gonna jump right into the water fiends, so I'll see you guys there. Alright, so water fiends aren't that bad of a task, but they're really, they take a long time, and they don't have any drops at all really to look forward to. Except, I mean, you'll get a ton of charms, as you guys see in my inventory there. I have a ton of crimsons. And I just picked up a bunch of the, semi-valuable stuff, water tallies, water battle staffs, water orbs, and pretty much that's it. So nothing really to speak about with that task. We just got it done quick, got it over with. And we're ready to move on to the second task for this episode. Those tasks are always boring for the episode because, I don't really get anything. There's nothing to show with them, and I just want to get them over with. But we get the option between Dagonauts and Griffalaroos. So I'm going to go with the Dagonauts so I can go do some Dagonoth Kings and hopefully get some more loot. That would be very nice because the first trip we did, we didn't really manage to get much of anything. Just one Berserker Ring was all we actually got, which kind of stinks. So jumping right into the clips here, first drop we managed to get very early on is a Berserker Ring, a second one, of course. We now have two. But yeah, I guess it wasn't too early on. I think I can't really see the bones in my inventory, but I'm pretty sure that wasn't too far into the trip. As you can see, I still have a bunch of overloads left in my inventory, but still, it was cool to get that. Next thing we get is actually a Mud Battle Staff, which is probably considered the rarest drop from these things, and it's not very expensive, so that kind of stinks to get one of those. But it's whatever really. We also managed to pick up an Elite Clue Scroll, which was awesome. We're going to be doing that later on in the episode. Here we get an Archer's Ring, which is the worst drop you can get here because they had some glitch where they were duped or something, and now they're only worth like 50k. So that really stinks that we got one of those and not, maybe another Dragon Hatchet. But, what are you going to do? And right here, we get a second Dragon Hatchet. So, yeah, that's two Dragon Hatchets in this trip. So we were getting quite a few good drops so far. We've had a Berserker Ring, Mud Battle Staff, two Dragon Hatchets, and an Archer's Ring. So we're getting pretty lucky this time, which will make up for last time, I suppose, where we didn't really get anything. But yeah, that was it for the drops we got from the Dagonoth Kings, I believe, and I'm just showing off the ending up of the, the finishing up of the trip right here. So that's pretty cool. I like to show the last, few kills just to let you see sort of how I do Dagonoth Kings, and sort of like if you wanted some tips on it, you could maybe watch this. But yeah, I got quite a good amount of loot in my inventory. I got all the bones and I have all the hides that I yak back as well. Even though the hides aren't worth that much, I still want to yak them back for the loot tab, so you guys can see how many, how much it actually does all add up to be in the end. But yeah, the drops I ended up getting, just one more time, were two Dragon Hatchets, an Archer's Ring, and a Berserker Ring, as well as the Mud Battle Staff, if you want to count that. So those are all pretty cool, and they're definitely going to add up really nicely in the tab, because Dragon Hatchets are worth a lot nowadays, and they're definitely one of the main things you come here for. I usually hope for, when I'm coming on a Dagonoth Kings trip, I usually hope for maybe two Dragon Hatchets and an Elite Clue, and I'll pretty much be happy. And that's what we got in this trip, so very nice, and I was very happy with the loot we managed to pick up. So just gonna finish killing this this prime, and then we will be all done with the task and go ahead and get a new one. But I am gonna do a price check of the full trip and all the loot we got, just to show you guys who are curious to see what we got from the entire trip, what actual loot there was. I tried out one of those new abilities right there at the end. I'm not sure how much I like them. The damage they deal to you is kind of inconsistent, so they could be kind of dangerous. But yeah, there's the task complete. So we're gonna tab on out, head on over to the GE, and give you guys a nice little price check of the Dagonoth Kings trip loot right here. So there it all is in my inventory. I think I missed the Berserker ring though, so just be aware of that. And do I have both dragon hatchets? I don't think I do. Wow, I am a failure, aren't I? So add 1 dragon hatchet and 1 Berserker ring to this price check if you want it to be accurate. I don't know, I guess I just forgot that I got a 2nd dragon hatchet or something like that, but still, the normal loot adds up to be a decent amount, and then the water tallies is 2.5 mil, Dagannoth bones another 1.9 mil, and then dragon hatchet is 3.1 I think, so add another 3 mil and another 1 mil onto that, so it was probably around 14 to 15 mil for that trip, which is pretty awesome and very good for adding to the drop tab and all that. So next task, we get to choose between Arets and more Dagannoths. Obviously, I didn't want to go straight back to Dagannoth Kings after I just finished a very long trip there. So I'm going to go with the Arets, and jumping right into those, we pick up a Serenic Scale. Very cool, very nice. We still haven't managed to get a pair of, what are those things, Razorback Gauntlets? Yeah, we still haven't managed to get a pair of those, which is kind of unlucky. I feel like we should have gotten one by now with the amount of Arets we've done, but no such luck, sadly, but hopefully we'll be able to get one soon. Another Serenic Scale right there. Very nice to get those. I want to get a lot of those in the tab by the end of the series. Maybe, like somewhere around 30, 40. That'd be pretty sweet, and they'd be worth a good amount as well because those things aren't too bad for the money. And yeah, I'll take those. But yeah, this is just me finishing up the task now. No more interesting drops and no Razorback Gauntlets, sadly. But yeah, I'd like you guys to let me know down in the comments what you think of this series so far. Are you enjoying it? Are there things I could change? I think it's going pretty well so far. The video length is about what I'd like it to be. It's longer than the Barrows Beast, but not too long really, not like a RuneScape vlog, so it's kind of like a middle length video for those of you who don't like short ones, but don't like too long ones either. So yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking of this down in the comments, or just leave a like if you are enjoying the series. But yeah, that's task complete, so we're going to go ahead and get another one, and we get to choose between Order of Ascension members and Abyssal Demons, and it kind of stinks because Abyssal Demons always tend to be the spend your Slayer token option, and the not spend your Slayer token option is always a better task that I'd rather do than spending my Slayer token. So I haven't been able to do many Abyssal Demons yet because of that. But yeah, we just got here, and that was like my 3rd or 4th kill, and I already got a keystone. It was I think Secondus or something like that, or I can't really see it too well, but it was the yellow one. And then oh, it must have been Tertius because that one's Tertius as well. So we got another Tertius key, and I was getting rune limbs out the waz in this at these guys, which is kind of annoying because I don't have much space for them, and I forgot to bring a yak. But we got a Quintus key right there, which was pretty nice. I think that one's the purple one. I didn't actually record myself picking it up for some reason. I must have accidentally misclicked on the record button or something like that. I tend to do that pretty often. It's kind of stupid. Yeah, there it is. You can see in my inventory. The purple one is Quintus, and that is the task complete. And we're just going to run outside and do a quick price check, I think. I like doing a price check for these things just to see how much the keys are worth because they fluctuate a lot. They tend to be going down right now, but yeah, they really do tend to fluctuate a lot. So going in for the price check here, we actually managed to pick up the most expensive key, which was Quintus, and that's 800k. So the total loot was about 1.5 mil because we got lucky there. But yeah, that task is over with. So let's move on to the next one. We get to choose between Dark Beasts and Mythal Dragons. And I actually decided to go for the Mythal Dragons because I really don't like Dark Beasts because they don't have good loot and they take a really long time. So first things first, we're going to do the Elite Clue because Mythal Dragons have a chance of dropping one. And I want to do the Elite Clue before we go do Mythal Dragons so we can have a chance of getting another one. Opening it up here, we get an Armadyl Stole, Palm Tree Seeds, some Nature Runes, Rune Bars, Wild Pies, and a Dragon Dagger. So that's a pretty cool, unique item to get, an Armadyl Stole. Like right after I got Armadyl Vambraces recently. I'm not sure if I got that on this this series or not, though. I kind of forget. But yeah, in for the price check here. The normal stuff is, pretty decent, and the Armadyl Stole is actually a good 270k. So in total 500k from the Elite Clue. That's pretty average, pretty good. I'll take that from an Elite. Not too bad. But yeah, now we're going to do the Mythal Dragons, which, they always give you a good supply of rune items, and then there's, of course, the Dragon Bones that go along with it. Those are always good to have. Nice, short, quick, and easy task just for some good Slayer points and stuff like that. Always like to do Missile Dragons for sure. But sadly, we didn't manage to pick up an elite clue at all, so yeah, our efforts were in vain, but you know, there's always the chance, so you don't want to go in there without even having the chance to have the elite clue. And that right there is the task completed, I believe, so we are going to head straight back to Kuradel and get our next task, although that is the last task for this episode. We did the 5 tasks: Water Fiends, Dagonoths, Erets, Order of Ascension members, and finally Mythal Dragons. So that was a pretty cool episode, I think. The Water Fiends were kind of boring, but the rest of the tasks were pretty nice. We got some good drops from Dagonoth Kings, some pretty, good valued keys from the Ascension members, and, some Serenic Scales from the Erets. Sadly, nothing interesting from Mythal Dragons, but still, those are, I think, a good task to get for the series. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get this task if we can. Okay. It'll take a little while, but get task, and we get to pick between Avian Seas and Celestial Dragons. I'm obviously going to pick Avian Seas because I've been really hoping for a God Wars task for a while now. So the next video is going to kick off with Armadyl God Wars Dungeon, which I'm really looking forward to. But yeah, here is a quick show of the tab for this episode. Obviously, a lot of the stuff has gone up. Eret Bones, Dagonoth, Dragon Bones, all this stuff has been slowly increasing. We got the Dragon Hatchet in there, which is awesome. And everything like that. Oh, I guess I did only get one Dragon Hatchet. I don't know. Maybe I'm insane. I'm not sure what happened there. My apologies for that, I guess. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Slayer series. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe for future videos. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Should have another episode of the Barrows Beast out then. See you guys then. Peace.